Hey guys, excuse me. Sorry, I have a cold. Actually, I actually went to the, doctor's office to get this checked out because I was getting a little worried, because, I was starting to ache in my sides and it was like going into my belly, so I didn't know if it was like hurting the baby or what was going on. So, we went to the doctor's and, we were there for 3 hours. I'm not even kidding. And I started having contractions while, while, while I was in the, doctor's place. And, they're like, yeah, we gotta send you up to the 4th floor. And I was like, okay. And they took forever just to get me up there, and I was just like, okay, I need to get put on the monitor. They need to stop this so I don't. It's just, I don't know how doctors and health systems work, but they just take a long ass time just to tell me that I have a fucking cold. And man, so they got me upstairs to the 4th floor, and finally, after literally like 3 hours, it was bad. We came in around 2:30, and we didn't get upstairs till like 5 o'clock, maybe at the latest, and I was like, no. But anyways, so, the nurse finally just came out and said it, like, you're probably gonna, experience a lot of this, pain and these contractions. If they don't go away, then obviously come in. They gave me a shot of, a muscle relaxant. It was a soft muscle relaxant, and, anyways, I didn't like it. Because it makes your heart beat like super fast and it makes you like super super anxious. And I was just like trying to watch TV and like it was not working. It got harder for me to breathe and stuff, so I was like, nope. But if I ever do go in again, they're probably just gonna give me that shot. And apparently if it had been a true labor contraction, it wouldn't have stopped. So that's why they're just like, oh yeah, it was just premature, and you're gonna probably deal with that a lot because of how small you are, and the baby's just trying to grow and everything. And so from now on, I'm gonna try to stay out of the hospital, and just try to deal with it on my own. They gave me suggestions. It's not that I don't like being It's not that I don't like being there. It's just that I don't want to get that shot every time because it hurts. It really hurts a lot. And they have to check my cervix, and that hurts, and it's all this shit I don't want to go through. So, anyways, enough about me and my shitty life right now. I'm just kidding. My life is not that shitty. I have a husband who loves me.
And you will hear Assassin's Creed playing in the background.
Yeah, so I'm doing this in the living room just for a change. So, and Michael just got up, so, and my kitty's trying to eat my cereal. Kitty, you're on camera. And then Roscoe's over here trying to sleep. Who knows what he's doing. Anyways, back to my countdown. It's our 17th countdown, and Halloween is tomorrow, and I'm very excited, even though I don't sound it, but, yeah, we gotta decorate today, babe. Anyways.
Also go to the bank.
Oh, yeah, we gotta go to the bank, too. Okay. It is actually nice outside. Yesterday it was snowing, and I was like, well, it wasn't really snowing, like sticking snow, but like, it was like little flurries and just like no. I was like, what the fuck? It's almost Halloween and it's already snowing. What the fuck? Anyways, back to my countdown. I get distracted very easily. Shut up, you. Oh man. Anyways, the first story is called An Invitation. It's by Dylan, and apparently it got sent in by email. Like, who the fuck cares how it came? Like, it's. Anyways, I guess it's more important that you send it by email. I don't know. But anyways, it's about again, the stories are really long, so I didn't have time to like write everything down. So I'm just gonna basically tell you the story, but not read it. Anyways, this boy, works at a movie theater, and, he didn't have very many friends, at this point in his life. He's in high school. He's just, trying to make money, and, excuse me. And so he starts making friends, with the matinee people that come in and watch movies like every day. I wish I could do that. But then again, money, and also there's not a lot of good movies coming out. Well, I mean, there are good movies coming out, but I mean, nowadays you can just get stuff online for free, so, even though it's illegal, I still do it. Anyways.
That was the confession they needed.
Shut up, you. Anyways, so the kid works in a movie theater and he gets to see all the movies for free, which is lucky for him, I guess. And, so he started making friends with this older man, he was like in his 30s or something. And, he would always go into go in to watch a movie and bring like this sketch pad. Well, one day they kind of like ran into each other and they started talking, and he asked what he was doing with the sketchbook, and he said, "Oh, I like to make children's cartoons." And he opened it, and they were all like children's cartoons, but they were really super gory and like messed up and super super dark. Well, anyways, one day a bunch of girls from his high school come in, and it was like the most popular girl or something, and she was like super nice or whatever, but he just didn't want to talk to them. So he ran and hid like a loser. And
aren't you just a fucking ray of sunshine?
But anyways, so his friend, or the guy that did the cartoons, they ran into each other again, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw you run and hide from those girls," and and the boy lied and said, "Oh, they're just bullies, and I didn't want to deal with them today." And so he goes home and he doesn't think anything of it. Well, the next day he gets this huge packet in the mail, and his mom gives it to him and is like, "Here, you got this. It's probably from a college." Well, he opened it and it was a sketch pad, same sketch pad that that guy used. And so he started flipping through, and the title of it was called An Invitation. The Invitation. God, I cannot speak. Kitty, kitty, no. Kitty, kitty, no. She likes to attack ears. Anyways, at least dogs, ears and tail and feet. Roscoe. Kitty, kitty, stop it. Kitty, kitty, stop it. Roscoe. Kitty, kitty. Gotta go get the spray bottle. Anyways, so he starts flipping through the sketchbook, and it turns out that that guy kidnapped the girl that he said that was bullying him, who really wasn't. And so, like, the boy obviously freaks out, and the sketches showed him and the guy killing that girl. And so he obviously freaked out. So he went, back to work like the next day, and he saw the old man, or older man, and they like locked eyes, and he just turned like really super pale, and then the man walked away, shook his head and walked away, and the kid never saw him again. Which that one isn't really that scary. I mean, it's a little dark. It's not scary. What did you think of it, Michael? Did you think that was scary?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was like, eh. It's a little creepy, but not super scary. Anyways, the second story is called Don't Worry, I'm Leaving by P Before You Go. Who comes up with these names? God. What'd you do?
Well, I was too lazy to actually kill this guy, so I just tried to take him. I'm a good guy.
Anyways, so
This guy has a better job than I have. He's a baker's taster.
oh my god, that would be amazing. I would love to have that job.
Why am I rushing for you? I can just take places. Oh no, the older Assassin's Creeds were better.
Yeah, this is the new one.
I haven't seen the older Assassin's Creed.
Well, yes, I have.
Yeah,
I watched you play.
I haven't played any of them. I only played like one and I was 3, and that was just me and Coblin being asshats.
I just remember you almost wanting to kill Paul Revere or something.
Because he's annoying the whole game. He starts stuff for no reason.
Okay. So this story is about a girl. Her name is Jane. She's a nurse. And she wakes up around 5 a.m. to go to work. And then, so, so when she hears a bunch of noises, but she doesn't think anything of it because, it's the summertime and everybody's out late because it feels nice and they party and stuff. So she didn't think anything of it. Well, she woke up around 5 a.m. and got like this really creepy feeling that she's being watched. And she sees this guy in the hallway, army crawling towards her room. And she's
not all rooms filled with places.
she screamed. She screamed, and the guy stood up and said, "Don't worry, I'm leaving now." And he left. So she, or he escaped or whatever. Well, she called the police and told them. And apparently he had taken all of her window screens off. And had taken all of those and just took her car keys and her home keys. So it was a little bit weird. Like, he didn't steal anything else, just keys. For whatever reason. And that's the end of that story. That one wasn't that scary either. I mean, the creepiest part is the fact that he was crawling towards her. Like, stuff crawling towards me freaks me the hell out. Like, no. Go away. Like, in Annabelle Creation, there there's a scene where the girl's mom, her legs, she's like completely cut in half, so she doesn't have any legs, so it's just like half her body on the floor. And they go in her room, and she starts crawling towards them on the floor, and that just like freaked me the fuck out. And I think that was the scariest moment. Well, okay, the whole movie was scary, but for me, that was one of the scariest moments that stuck with me. Just because that sort of thing scares me more than other stuff. Kitty, no.
Beat her up.
She attacked me. She does that. Especially when she's really super hyper and... Anyways. Dog, are you okay?
He's doing what he always does. He eats stuff he's not supposed to, and he's getting sick from it. It's his fault.
Yeah, he does. He really does. He throws up and he poops weird poops.
And we've tried stopping him, he just doesn't want to.
Yeah, I know. Like, the only things we'll take from him usually are like 10 aluminum cans, soda cans. Because that will actually cut, like, the inside of his throat and body. So I'm like, nope. I mean, the plastic's not good either, but at least it's not, like, getting digested into his body. It's coming out in his poops, or his throw up, so. I needed those, you little butt nugget. Anyways. So, the last story is called Vinka. And I think this one is the scariest one out of the three. And it's by Benthi Born or something. I don't know. Don't ask me. Roscoe, no. Don't eat my cereal. I need that. So I can take my medicine. Well, go away. Go away. He will steal your food. I swear to God. It's the most annoying thing ever. Kitty's annoying too, but at least she doesn't, like, steal your entire food. He will grab, like, the whole damn thing and try to eat it. And I'm like, no.
Let's see if this lion actually does what I want it to for once.
Anyways, and he's peeing on the couch. Good job, Doc.
Go get him, lion. Hey, look, it's doing stuff. Uh-oh.
It's actually doing it, yeah. Anyways, so the last story is about this woman who likes helping families, get houses, and they're, like, super poor families, and, let's see, so she was just visiting, one of the houses, and they were, like, staying across the street from it. And, well, it's more like an apartment building for a bunch of different families. But she kept seeing this, dark-haired girl standing outside on the porch. And the only time she wouldn't see this girl was on the weekends. So, finally she started trying to investigate into the girl because she was worried that either the kid was getting abused and being left out in the cold or something like that. So she kept talking to the kids of the families, and they wouldn't say anything. So finally she bribed them with candy and silver dollars, and she, would ask them questions about the girl, and the little kids, being as naive as they are, answered just because, they got candy. Roscoe, my food. And, you are ruining the video. I'm just kidding. I love you, dog. Anyways, so, let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. She tried asking the older kids, well, the younger kids answered her, and they said that, Vinka. Or she thought they said Vinka. And she assumed that was the girl's name. And she thought it was a little weird. But, the older kids kind of, like, hushed up their younger siblings and took them away. Ow, kitty. Aw, kitty kitty. She's behind me.
Not nice.
She is nice, but she's not nice at the same time. She can be nice.
Not
You're
let
on
her adorable little
camera.
paws fool you.
You're on camera, yeah. You're so cute. So is Roscoe, but he's just staring at the out the window. I don't know what he's staring at, but okay.
He misses the guinea pig.
Yeah, I think Kitty does too. I mean, she knows where she is, but it's really funny. My cat likes to get up on top of my guinea pig cage and play with the guinea pig, and the guinea pig I don't think likes it that much because she's just like, I want food. You're keeping me from my food.
The guinea pig does not like it that much.
I don't think so. Like, the kitty will, like, pet her, kind of. Like, she'll, like, pet her head and, like, her ears. It's just, what? Anyways, so she thought she'd found out what the girl's name was. Well, it was, like, right before Christmas time, and they had, like, a bunch of friends and family over to have, like, one last beer. Everyone was getting drunk, stuff. Well, they brought up, the girl. And apparently the woman had gone over to check up on the girl. And every time she would, Roscoe, my food. Every time
It's a very big turning part in the story.
Yep, I know. Roscoe is the most important part of the story. Anyways, so so she apparently had gone over, and every time she went over to check out, to go talk to the girl would completely disappear on the porch, or the terrace. But one night she decided to go up there and, like, actually look around the terrace, make sure the kid wasn't hiding or anything. So she walked out on the terrace and she found these footprints in the snow. But they were really weird. They didn't even look like footprints. They looked like goat hooves. And so she was kind of like, okay, this is weird. But anyways, they were trying to explain that to themselves, like, scientifically or without, bringing in supernatural causes of the footprints. And, so she talked. So they brought that back up again, and she kind of freaked out a little bit and didn't want to talk about it. And so she went into the kitchen, and one of their friends followed her and said, what was that girl's name again? And she said Vinka. And she's like, I think they said Vega or something like that, which means to, like, come. And she told her story. Anyways, so she said that when she does the same thing as this lady, but she said she had seen the girl as well, but not the house across the street. A different house on that street. And she said that she had also asked about the girl, and the children said that this girl kept telling them Vega and trying to take them into the woods. And she said it wasn't a little girl. It's actually an evil spirit that tries to take children into the forest, and I don't know what happens, obviously, when they go into the forest, but you leave it to the imagination. They probably die, or get eaten or something weird like that. Well,
not everything's so dark. Maybe they have a camping trip, something nice.
Yeah, well, anyways, yeah, you can dream. But anyways, so, the lady finished telling her story, and so then they decided to all kind of like, go home. And so the lady and her husband get in their car, and they're driving home, and they get a flat tire. So the husband is outside, and they're like in the middle of the woods. They're surrounded by woods, and all he has to work with is a flare light, and so he's trying to get the car wheel on. And the woman looks out into the woods and sees the little girl. But this time she can see her kind of better, and she realizes that it's not a girl at all. It doesn't even look like a girl. It doesn't really have any facial features. It's just kind of a pale being with goat hooves for feet. And so she like freaks out and everything. And so then her husband finally gets back in the car, and she tries to tell him that she saw the girl or the being, and when she looks back, it's gone. So then they make it home alive, and they never go back to visit that house ever again. I'm like, well, nothing too scary in that. It's just basically a demon that wants children or something. I don't know. Anyways, well, isn't that like every demon? Like in every scary movie, it's always children. Like, especially Annabelle, it's always the kids. It's never the adults.
Because
Well,
tricks are for kids.
and also children represent innocence usually in most cases. So I think it's just them trying to show that innocence can be taken and destroyed or something. I don't know. Anyways, enough of this crazy shit. I'm gonna let y'all go, and I hope you have a great Monday. And tomorrow is Halloween, and I will make a video later, probably really late, when we're actually in our costumes and have our animals in their costumes, and we might go trick-or-treating, I don't know. Hopefully. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.